Seeing if I'm actually getting out there to you guys. Because YouTube is being a bugger. It looks like a little bit of slowdown. Hey guys, gonna rip apart some Christmas sets. Getting a little tired of them. Time for them to go. Let's see, what can I do? Let's see. Just for giggles. How are we doing out here? I can't tell if we're getting out to the world. Oh, I'm gonna break it down anyway. Figures for later. Don't have a cup in. Why can I not find what I'm looking for? Trying to make room for Star Wars, or, well, it's mostly Star Wars. Who am I kidding? switch my screens here. See how this goes. Trying. Curious if it's time to come off. I didn't actually get to build these, my wife did, so maybe next time around I'll get to build them. There's a neat way of making that work. Ooh. Trying something out with the audio. Don't know if we're going to like it or not. Because I do have fans blowing. Trying to mute the low points in the audio automatically. Still learning, trial and error. My least favorite color is pearl gold. I don't like any of the pearl colors in LEGO. I think they look like rubbish. I love the brick separator. Bring that a little closer. Seems like my laptop does not like to run all this encoding software plus the web browser. But maybe I won't. Or it could just be Chrome. Chrome is my browser of choice, but maybe I shouldn't be using that. Anyone want to leave a comment below, and whenever you watch this, and let me know what is the least resource intense browser I can run on a Windows laptop. So many sets to build, but the God honest truth is, we're running out of space. So every month I have to sacrifice some sets, break them down. I don't have to break everything down, but I try and clear out a shelf or two, and it gives me the freedom to build what I want when I want. Later. Now normally when I break down sets, I ziplock them. They go into very large totes, and I put them away for storage. But the Winter Village, the Christmas stuff, given that it's my wife's, it's definitely going into Ziplocs, but it'll probably stay in the box. Probably visible, or at least handy to us. Because I'm sure in December we'll pull them out and make them again. Really like the reindeer designs, they were kind of cool. Gotta get BrickLink some more of these so I can have a proper set of 8 reindeer pulling the sled instead of 4 plus 1. I got 4 of these to take down, but I doubt I'll get to them all. As it is, they're behind my green screen right behind me, which right now is still actually tacked up on 2 doors. I haven't bought a frame yet for it. It's working good. You guys aren't seeing what's behind it. And I figure if I gotta break this down, I might as well stream it. Why not? Get ourselves a nice little pile here. Oh, look at that. It looks like a little Tron car. Leave a comment below if you only partially disassemble sets to pack them away. I like to break them down completely. I find they fit into much smaller spaces and gives us that chance to rebuild them, right? Oi! See it now. There we go. Normally I would break these down into my white tray. Here, really kind of hard on the camera. I may come up with another solution to that. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. This is only a little bit annoying. Good Lord. Don't want to break the one by one. Well, for now, let's just do that. Before I get too frustrated. There's the figures. Break it off and semi-big pieces. Welcome, ho ho ho. That's cute. Had I built this, I would have known that. It was in there. I was going to have my wife write these down, but she's far busier than me. I figure 4 months is enough time for these seasonal sets to be displayed. Oh, there's a runner. Get these down to more manageable pieces. Oh, neat. Very neat. Just saw an interesting technique that I don't think I've seen before. I didn't realize. What an interesting color that is. Like a caramel. Oh, my cat's causing trouble. He's now breaking into the box that a prize came to me in. I won 4th prize in our Lego group, Lego Collectors Canada. A bi-monthly draw. Ooh. Oh, good catch. Tray came in handy after all. Good things there. Hang on a sec, peeps. Sorry, Mock Brick, I only just noticed you there. Yeah, no doubt. I'm just sharing. People watch, that's awesome. And I don't see any reason why it would upset me. That would only matter if I was competitive. I don't see Lego as being a competitive hobby. I build, I share, I enjoy. People are free to watch or listen to whatever they like. I'm just home waiting for my wife because I don't work Fridays. Okay, tearing down her sets while she's not here. But I'm glad that the other guys you like are doing well. I wish them the best. I sincerely do. What I do for fun. This will never be a paid thing, because once it becomes a paid thing, it won't be a fun thing. Whoa, and nope. Almost lost one. Well, there's another one. So Mock Brick, did you watch the Star Wars celebration by any chance? I was a little bit disappointed with it. I don't know what I expected. I mean, I knew they were only going to show us a short teaser, and I also knew I wasn't going to see all the stars I was hoping to see in it, because I don't want to give it all away. But I guess it was okay for what it was. If I had waited in line to watch that, though, like those people who were in that auditorium or that convention center, whatever, I'd be pretty upset, I think. I don't like the idea of waiting a long time. Oh, well. Glad to have you anyway, whether you're new or you've known me for 5 years in the Lego Facebook groups in Canada. I'm one of the moderators of the biggest group. You should come join us. We don't exclude non-Canadians from the group. It always helps if you're Canadian, though. So since you're in here and you're watching me, I gotta hope that you at least like Lego. So what are you into? Mock Brick, specifically, I'm addressing. Star Wars, my first love. Technic, maybe my second. Looking around here. Lego Ideas. I love everything they pump out. You like? Oh, so you like the videos, eh? Yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of the big guys. Just Too Good, BrickLink, Mandar Productions. By the Brick. Solid Brick Studios, David Hall. I mean, Rich Boy J. I love watching the mock videos. The guys doing the sets or whatever. Lots of other themes I like, but you gotta draw a line somewhere. Don't have an endless supply of money for this stuff. Try and shop the sales for a lot of it. There's some stuff I'll buy right away retail, but other stuff, especially if it's just kind of stuff I sort of want, that stuff I'll hunt on sales, and I do very well on the sales. Kind of wish my wife was already home because I'm already getting hungry. I meant to start this earlier in the day just to have it all done by now, but got sidetracked, and then when I realized Star Wars Celebration was on YouTube, I prepped for that. Was disappointed by that. Stuff never lives up to the hype. Wow. Is that, so you subscribe to 350 YouTubers or 350 Lego YouTubers? Because that's a lot, no matter what. I probably have 350 subscriptions total, but you're talking like since the beginning of YouTube, like literally the beginning. And I'm sure a lot of those I could dump because they either don't work anymore or they're not being produced or whatever. And I should probably go through my subscriptions, click on everything once and see if there's something I should be deleting. The algorithm pretty much just dumps the same 20 or 30 guys my way though, once I start watching something regularly. Like right now, the non-YouTube, non-Lego stuff I'm watching. DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, because I do like cars. Don't know a lot about them, but I love them. Wow, that's a lot of Lego YouTubers. Well, I hope you spend plenty of time building. That's where the real fun is. I'm here in Toronto. We've got a big Lego show coming up this summer. Return of the big Lego shows for our city. Very excited. Bricks in the 6. At some point during the summer, can't remember off the top of my head. Let me see. So those are the 6 sets. And the lower right is the one I've just about finished breaking apart. Can you film it and post the video? Post the video of what, Mock Brick? This or something else? Because I post plenty of stuff. Yeah, they're beautiful, but I only have so much space. So, oh, I hate iCloud. It's so annoying. You know, in the space of these 4 that I'm showing one section of the cabinet of there, this one set being one of the 4, I'll be able to put, 4, 5, 6 Star Wars sets depending on their size. If they're smaller ones like my battle packs, I could probably put 10 or 15 of them in there. Need the space. If you click, I probably put it in the description of this video. And if not, you can check All Bricks Count on Facebook, and you'll find links to my Lego archive. And there's, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 sets listed there in my archive of stuff I've built, and a lot of them are now broken back down into Ziplocs. So this is this is not the first beauty I've ripped apart. Why did you break such beautiful stuff? I like the Brick Show, or I did. Didn't they get knocked off of YouTube for posting far too many images they weren't allowed to? They were definitely a great source of advanced info once upon a time. Ooh, Lego key. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm testing something with the audio, so that's what this stream is going to help me determine. I have a setting on that it's supposed to cut out the lows because the fan on the computer is actually a little loud. So if I'm quiet, it should drop out completely. So I'm trying to figure out what the threshold is going to be for the audio. And I figure this time of day there isn't anyone going to be around watching, and I can play around with that, tweak it out. But thanks for that feedback, because now it tells me what I need to know from your side. But yeah, it's designed to drop the lowest points out. It could also drop the highest points out if I get really loud. I got one camera right here, right over my head, and that's the one facing down, and that's the one that's mic'd to me, and the one facing me is mic off. And I might tweak those settings too. I don't have an issue talking louder. But yeah, I'm trying to determine what's the best setup, because the computer's a lot closer to me than it's been previously. So I know it's going to be louder, which is why I started tweaking some settings. It's also near rush hour, and I'm actually near a pretty busy street. If I open up the door, you're also going to get that feedback too. It's all learning. Each time I do this, I learn a little bit more. I mean, I've been pumping videos, all my archive videos up to YouTube for years, but streaming is something new I wanted to play with, have some fun with it. For the most, so you're saying you think the Lego community is very friendly. I think for the most part it absolutely is. I love going to the shows and the conventions. Met a lot of nice people. I prefer to do most of my deals face to face if I can. Otherwise, you know, I do a lot of deals on Facebook. The odd deal on eBay. Try not to, but I do. Yeah, I mean, the community is great and very friendly. Even the competitiveness of some of the people, it's not a big deal. It's friendly competition. Yeah. By and large, in the Facebook groups, especially with ours, with the high volume of buy and sell type people, it can get pretty cutthroat. Everyone wants a super deal. Everyone wants their stuff less than BrickLink. I get that. But you know, it's almost poor manners to start a sales thing by saying, give me a cheaper deal than whatever. Of course, it's everyone's discretion whether they deal with someone or not in those circumstances, but I think a lot of manners has disappeared. So while everyone might be friendly, I think there's definitely a greedy nature to a lot of the scene, no matter what country you're in. I like the stories, though, especially from the adults, about why they're playing with Lego, collecting Lego, what brought them back to Lego if they ever left. And it's the stories I find most interesting. I think that's why I like to do the face-to-face deals, meeting people and hearing the stories behind something. Because I buy a lot of used sets, not just new sealed stuff. And sometimes the stories I collect with the sets is almost as interesting or as important as the sets I collect. So I do remember them. I retell them. One of my favorite stories to tell, though, is the story of how I got the blue Lego van. I can't remember what the number is now. The UNICEF van, though. $15 deal on a Friday night that I had pre-scheduled 1 or 2 days before through local Kijiji sale site to meet with a nice family who just wanted to offload some of their kids, their son's Lego. And when I got there, I had actually borrowed the $15 from my wife because I didn't have cash on me. I told my wife I'd be 5 or 10 minutes, went in. Half hour later I came out with about twice as much Lego as I had expected to get. And it turns out that the lady I bought the Lego from, her son used to play football with me in high school. And we must have met for sure. I don't have an exact recollection of her son, but given all the details she told me of her son and our ages, he had to have been the same age as me. And unfortunately, he had passed away from an undisclosed disease or injury. I can't remember which now. This was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe more. No, actually 6 years ago when I did this deal. And she told me the story, and I sat there and I'm listening, and we're just chatting back and forth, and she basically just said I reminded her a lot of her son, which I appreciated, I guess. And she came back to me with another box of Lego, and then she came back to me with what was the outer carton for this Space Lego set. I wasn't expecting the box, so it's like it just got better and better the longer I sat there talking with her. And tried to offer her more money. She wouldn't take it, and I walked out with a really sweet deal. Large volume of Lego for $15. Had I gotten just what I had gone there for, I was going to be happy. So she had doubled it. I got home, spent all night Friday sorting it out, had cups and bricks everywhere, and I discovered two square plates about that big that said UNICEF printed on them. Actually, I discovered one, and in the pile. And people in my Lego group on Facebook had suggested if I could find another one, then I might actually find the whole set in there, because there's supposed to be 2 for this particular set. But even if I just had one, that one piece was worth a fair bit of money. So I spent an hour, went through it, not an hour, 20 minutes, found 2. So now I had 2 of them. So now the chase was on. Find the instructions online and then try and build out this set. So I'm going through all the parts, piecing together the matching blues and whatnot to make this blue van with the proper blue figure. The parts were immaculate because it turns out her son built the stuff and never played with it, apparently, because they were just in beautiful condition. I mean, scratch free, nothing, you couldn't even tell. I posted it to the group showing, hey, look what I got, nah, 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 nah. And when I did that, I went to bed, because at that point it was 2 or 3 in the morning, and when I woke up, I had dozens, not dozens, maybe dozens of offers to buy that set off me, because of course I didn't know how much it was really worth. turns out that it was worth quite a lot. If I'd waited, I could have probably gotten almost 1,000 for it. I got just under that, so I was very happy. And then I turned that cash immediately, put towards the Visa, paid down some Lego bills, so I was very happy with that. Well, Mod Brick, that's pretty much why I bother, whether it's one person in here or 10 people, or, you know, I like the communication. I love to talk back and forth. Sorry I'm squinting though, because I'm looking at the small phone. I wanted to look at the bigger screen, but that's going to be a problem until I get that fixed. But I'm glad you're here keeping me company, because it's always quiet for me on a Friday. I need to know the box number for this thing here. Ooh. This is literally my process here. Santa's Workshop. I'm not too worried about you, but I might as well write it down. Yeah, I don't need to write it down. Awesome. Put that box somewhere for now. I don't know if I understand the question. You're asking, is there people in my stream often? Normally I stream later at night, so I always get some Nighthawks who usually know me from the LEGO Facebook groups. Oh, didn't break everything down. But I always get someone. Usually someone, you know, will chime in. But like I said, I'm okay if it's quiet. Because it was going to be quiet anyway, right? If I wasn't actually streaming and recording the audio, I would probably have Netflix on in the background. Just for noise. Problem is, it's as much of a distraction or more than it is to talk while streaming, so it's kind of a net zero deal. Making sure these are all broken down. And if I get enough interest in this stuff, maybe I'll put a beefier computer with a beefier video card. Do more with it. Still want to do some of my stop motion builds where I take snapshots and then animate those up. Because it's kind of cool watching sets build themselves. Or at least that's the way it looks, right? I do that with the brick heads, the buildable figures. I think it's pretty fun. So I do have a big interest in animation, but it's so time consuming. The real talented people, I don't know how they do it. Probably a faster way for me to do this. Let's see. As long as I don't lose them. Well, if it's just showing my blue Lego wall, that's kind of actually a trademark of mine. Everyone who sees that from my groups, they pretty much know that's my desk, my build station. But hey, I appreciate the comment and the opinion. I mean, you're probably not wrong, but I'm not worried about it. Those who want to will watch. You're welcome to make me a thumbnail if you think you've got the skills to make something interesting. I'll consider using it. Even give you credit for it if I like it. That's cool. Science Santa's workshop. Oh, she did okay with the sticker. Could have done better. Let's see. I still got to break these apart. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Mosh. You know, I could sit here and just talk to him blue in the face, but if no one's actually around, well, then I just quietly build. But you've actually asked me a few interesting questions, and I'm happy to answer. But it's very difficult to just blather on when there's no actual communication coming back. And that'll happen sometimes, you know. Now, if I pre-arrange a stream, but a lot of times I just decide, you know what, in 5 minutes I'm going to do it, I'm just going to go. And I'm still learning some of the little things about YouTube and setting that stuff up. YouTube is definitely not a perfect service because they could be making it a lot easier for encode software to connect, and they don't. You know, that's a definitely good idea you have. And I could definitely take in Skype callers, set up for that. Share streams or whatever. I don't know if I necessarily feel like leeching off of anyone because it kind of, that's not what I'm about. All my growth is through either people discovering me or people seeing my stuff somewhere, whether it's comments I make on other YouTubers' channels, or in Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So I'm all over the place. But yeah, I'm gonna consider what you're saying. You know, I don't know what they would have to gain by hanging with me unless they already like me. So me bugging them, I think would feel kind of leechy. And that's, you know, and that's not what I want to get out of this. Yeah, no, here in North America, I mean, you watch them. There's lots of videos of guys, you know, collaborating or just chatting together who are all got their separate channels together, and that's great because they can cross-pollinate. I get all that. Hey, my daughter is home.
Are you live streaming?
I am. I'm tearing up one of Mom's Winter Village sets and I'm live streaming.
The destruction of the Winter Village.
Yes, the Winter Village. Christmas must be gone. Wahahaha. That's my daughter.
You're an evil one, Mr. Brick.
She will be a far better YouTuber than me when she decides to turn on her camera. How was school, Daka? Yeah.
Yeah, we had Wellness Day today.
Who we what?
Wellness Day.
Wellness Day. What's that?
So, basically, they just pick activities to do. Like there was badminton or like different sports, and then there was like karaoke or dance or board games, but making a drawing, coloring, whatever, reading.
I think Mock Brick is saying hello to you.
Who?
Mock Brick is saying hello to you.
Hello.
Hello. Speak properly.
Hello.
You can step in front of the screen if you want. No? Well, they can. You'll see when they see you. There you go. You're now a YouTuber.
Yay!
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna be more popular.
Yeah.
So what did you have for lunch?
The leftover dinner from last night and pizza pockets. Lunch of champions. If you want, I'll give you money and you can go get something.
Ooh. Like what?
I don't know. Or we can just wait till Mom gets home and grab her or whatever. I haven't talked to her at all. Didn't feel like Uncle Jay coming over, so. I'm sorry, Mock, what do you have in 8 minutes? I feel like I'm missing part of the conversation. These things I hate because they get bent. So what I do is I bury them in the center. This should be fine no matter what. That's something I know I'm going to want. Baggies for the minifigs. Get all these parts put away. Surprisingly, I lose nothing usually. That's all my parts. And I like to protect the figures usually. So, just because they got prints on them. Dollar store baggies. Depending on where you are, you probably find drugs in these things, but awesome for Lego minifigures. tell you, I feel like soup. Soup for dinner. Chinese soup. Sorry, scratch that. Vietnamese soup. Pho, pho, whatever they call it. Mock Brick, how old are you? Let me guess. Well, you haven't said anything that makes me think you're too old or too young. If I had to guess, how about 16 though? I got a feeling I got a lot of years on you. So I'm guessing Mock Brick, you're 16. See how long the delay is before you respond. We'll keep that in there. Squeeze the air out. You don't need the air in there. I only use the baggies to protect the prints. 15. I was close. I was close. So you're about my daughter's age. Mock Brick is your age, give or take. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try and protect that cape a little. You got the stapler?
Yeah.
You got a piece of cardboard?
Cardboard?
Cardboard.
Maybe.
I'm gonna see if I can protect this cape. Thin stuff. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sacrifice something. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice something. What to sacrifice? There's always something to sacrifice. There we go. Should be something white. Classic Lego's great. Classic space Lego. That's the shit right there. Love it. I keep hoping they bring it back in a big way. The Benny Battle Pack, that was a good sign. Right over here, off screen, I should build that soon, maybe even this weekend. Benny Spaceship. Now, while it's not classic, it's definitely got some inspiration from the stuff I loved when I was growing up on the Lego stuff. And this is killing me. Okay, you know what? I'll just do 2. Not a big deal. Yeah. I'll still stay flat. Won't be curled around her. Let me see something here. Ooh. Well, I think we can safely say that one is done. That's a trick you don't see too many YouTubers doing. £7. Oh, okay. So I got an idea where you are now. I wonder how that translates to Canadian dollars. I think my Benny pack before sale was $15 Canadian. And that's before tax. We got plenty of taxes here. But that Benny's Battle Pack gave me great hope that LEGO's starting to consider bringing back classic space. Oh, it's euros. Sorry, I said pounds, didn't I? My bad. Actually, that makes it even harder for me because I know even less about euros than I do about British pounds. So, $15 Canadian. Yeah, I know you said the Germany thing. I'm clearly not using my brain much here. So if you got 15, my cost was 15 Canadian, and that was typical of all the stores, Toys R Us, Canada, Walmart, wherever. What's that for you with in euros in Germany? Assuming you're buying it local, not crossing a border to get it cheaper somewhere else. And you're within 2 hours drive of a bunch of countries, if I recall. How are we doing on time? Alright, off for now. We're going to put that back in the box. I wonder how the green screen effect will look. Ooh, is the green going to disappear here? No? See-through? Maybe it's not green enough. Even better when you get it on sale. 30% off is great. So this live streaming thing, of course, is a little new to me. I record all the time, but ideally, it's going to be Lego Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, for sure, more or less. That's what I build. That's the plan, anyway. But this is the first one I've done so early in the day, mostly because I wanted to test the audio issues and a few other things. What have I got in there? Oh, cardboard. Awesome. But you know what, we can keep that for now. A lot of my streams I start at 10 p.m. Toronto time. You'll have to figure out what time zone that is. I don't recall. I'm Eastern or Central. Tara? Are we Eastern time zone or Central? Yeah. That's still probably not going to be a lot of help to him. If he's in Germany trying to figure out my time, he'll have to just know the world clocks. Not a big deal. Alright, that's one down. See, we got lots of time. I should do another one. I am going to disable the one camera for a sec, guys. Da-da, da-da. So you're not going to see my face. This way, if I have any issues with my green screen, you're not going to see my kitchen. Oh. So Tara, You check that bag, see if that's garbage or see if that's something else. Bless you.
Thank you.
I should bang out another.
Cardboard in here.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah. I mean, you can take it now, or we can figure it out later. I'm not too. I wasn't up to it. It's okay. Oh. Shazam. And boom. And we're back. Well, thank you. Bless you too.
Will you say bless me when I sneeze?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was for you. Oh, hey Tara, come here. The Christmas boxes.
Okay.
Check the one that's got the firehouse.
This one's a firehouse.
All right. So I just blocked out all the screens, didn't I? Anyway, that's the one we're going to do now. Break that down. That's a beautiful set, though. Firehouse. Nice tree. The skating rink with the statue. Bench. And a really slick little fire truck. Loves the baby. Loves the baby. Oh, I'm sorry. They're all the Winter Village. I intended to actually take down all the Winter Village stuff back in January. We only wanted it up for December and January while we were having guests come over. But yeah, we're done with it. I'm glad you think it's beautiful. I love all, that's the thing. I love all, even the themes I don't like, I still think are great. They're just not ones I want to collect. A lot of figures in this one. This was a great set for figures. Oh, beautiful dog. Dalmatian, spotted dog. At least I think so. Any figures hiding inside? Nope. Alright, baby steps. Definitely getting hungry. 4:10 p.m. here. Oh yeah, you got my time up there on the screen. That's another little trick I figured out. That's a screen capture, actually. Surprised that still works after some changes I made, but that's good. That's very good. Yeah, I'll show you guys something off screen. I call him ABC Man. Little flexible dude using ball joints. I have him so he can just hang anywhere. I hang him up on my Lego shelves. I have him stand. He can freeform stand anywhere. He can climb like Spider-Man. As long as I don't forget him. Rarest Lego set that I have. Rarest Lego figure is easy. And I got two of them. I got a Mr. Gold Sealed. And I think that's number 1,200 something. And I got one that's open. Not so great condition. And I paid too much for it. Set though. What set? Well, the rarest would have been the one I actually sold, which was that blue van. Value? I don't know. I mean, I got plenty of UCS sets, Star Wars UCS. They're in the $1,000 range. I wouldn't call them rare though, because I don't believe any of them are. It's far easier for me to answer what my favorite set is, and that's my UCS Millennium Falcon, the newest one from 2 years ago. Launch event Falcon. I got my black VIP card. I got the black VIP frame with it. I got all the posters, all that nonsense. My favorite build, over 7,400 pieces, about $900 Canadian before tax, well over 1,000 Canadian after tax. But I consider myself a builder first and foremost. I don't buy for value. When I trip over a great deal, I buy it. But I don't sit there and watch my values go up on stuff. I buy stuff because I want to build it ultimately. So everything I got sealed in boxes all around my place, they're all going to get built someday. It's just a matter of finding time. Just a matter of finding time. I know there's a lot of people who like or enjoy collecting just for the thrill of flipping, and that's fine. That floats their boat, that's them, that's not me. I build everything, I display it for a period of time, and then when some of the stuff I display either annoys me or I want space, I tear some of it down. Good thing I don't like green, because if I wore green, you'd see right through me. What's the most valuable set you've got, Mock Brick? Well, not in my country you can. It'd be illegal. So no, you can't marry my daughter. You got your first proposal. Sarah?
What?
You got your first proposal.
What do you mean?
A European is proposing.
Why?
Because he's seen you on the internet.
No way.
My daughter's far too focused on school right now. But I'm sure she's flattered. Oh, it isn't much of a prank. I was amused just by the thought. We've told my daughter, not until she's 35. Or I'm dead, whichever comes first. I'm actually surprised you're interested in Lego at your age. I thought you'd be playing Rust or Fortnite. I watch a few YouTubers who play Rust. I love watching them trap people. Funny stuff. I don't play Fortnite though. I don't really have a good gaming PC. Even if I did though. One of the last games I really enjoyed playing at all, and I played them online, was Halo 3. I never did buy an Xbox One so I could play Halo 4. And I used to do a lot of multiplayer, especially back in the Rainbow Six days. Original Xbox. And I used to play with Europeans because they're the ones who would still be up with me late at night and into the early hours, because as my people are, you know, going off to work, I needed someone to play with sometimes. I watch people play Fortnite, but I can't. It doesn't interest me to want to play it enough. I think it's trying to be too many different games all at once, and it's such a mess of a game. I see the appeal for other people, though. I don't judge them for it. I'm sure people hated the games I was playing when I was younger. We used to use software called a tunnel called Xlink Kai, and we use that in XP Connect, and we used that before there was an Xbox Live. Xbox Live came a year later, maybe 2 years later, but we've been playing System Link games over and across the internet that were never intended to be played that way through this through XP Connect and XP Kai. We did a lot of the original System Link Halo that way. We thought that was the greatest, to be able to play people in other countries on a game that was meant to be, you know, 4 Xboxes connected in the same room. That was beautiful. Those were fun days. People don't know what it's like. They don't even see each other anymore unless they do what I'm doing, you know, green screening themselves. I'm making some good time here. Oh, oh. Hey Tara,
Yeah?
why don't you call your mother and find out when she's leaving and when she'll be at the station. I'm just a forklift driver. That's it. A warehouse forklift driver. Simple job, but I've been at it a long time, so I'm at the top of the pay scale.
She'll be at the station at 5.
At 5?
Yeah, 'cause she's leaving.
Oh. Alright, well. We'll still run the stream for a bit. Pick up my wife, maybe. Did you hang up?
Oh, yeah. Going to the fabric store, Dad?
Are we going where?
Fabric.
We can. We can do whatever you want. So, Mock Brick, what are you going to do when you're done with school? What are your goals? It's funny, you know what? I'm a truck driver's son. And that's pretty much how I fell into warehousing. I got a degree in office administration legal, which is basically legal secretary. Didn't like it, needed to pay some bills, and fell into what I knew, which was warehousing. And I deal with truck drivers every day. And I give a lot of thought to doing it, but it's really hard in Canada to make money being a truck driver unless you want to do very long hours and be away from your family, and I don't want to do either. I have very regular hours and a very secure job. So I'm very happy. And the money's good. For me. It takes a while to get there, but yeah, I watched truck driving kill my father. It literally aged him prematurely. It's a brutal job if you do it enough. Oh, I'm loving that piece. It's all one piece though. Oh, electrician. I mean, that sounds like, you know, that's a great field to get into. Good money. Good job. Pretty good security, I would imagine, in any country you're in. I assume the job market's good in Germany. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize there was a light brick in there. SOS. SOL, save our Lego. I'll probably have to disable that battery though if I put it away too long. I actually tried to convince my daughter that she should become a plumber, because plumbing is a really good job money-wise. $75 an hour, which is really good money. You make your own hours. You don't want to work, you don't work. People call you on holidays, you charge them triple, because what choice do they have? They got to pay it. No one wants a bad toilet on Thanksgiving. ABC man's got to go. Oh, that's pretty cool, snowman. Well, make sure you stay in school as long as you reasonably can. I think you have state-funded education there, don't you, in Germany? They help you out, keep you in school as long as you want to stay, as long as you got the grades. So I recommend, if that's true, get all your credentials, learn your trades, I think electrician's pretty safe. I don't think it's ever going to be a job that's going to become obsolete. Everyone needs power. I feel bad for everyone who takes the programming courses, because everyone's programming, or takes media whatever courses, because everyone thinks they're going to edit movie files or audio files and make music or whatever. Not everyone can do that. Some people actually have to do the real work. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a real worker. Well, that's cool. I'm probably going to be streaming for 10 more minutes tops, and then I'm going to have to turn it off, because I want to drive 5 minutes away, pick up my wife from the subway, and treat her to dinner, and then take my daughter somewhere so she can get some material for a class she's taking. For a scene. Whoop. And there goes another one. That's two. And down we go. Great. Watch me screw this up. Oh, I got really bad posture right now. So the European rescinded his marriage proposal. He was goofing you.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't want to go to jail for violating international laws for trying to corrupt a minor.
What? How old is he?
Well, he's a year older than you, so. And Germany does have an extradition treaty with Canada, so, you know.
Oh. Rip.
All of a sudden he drops from the channel.
Wait, did he?
No, not yet.
Jesus.
But it is true. We do have a mutual extradition treaty agreement.
What's that mean?
It means that if Germany asks Canada for a criminal, or someone they say is a criminal, to be extradited from our country to theirs, we will usually agree to it if they show probable cause that we should, and vice versa.
Oh.
Because Canada and Germany have been friends for a very long time. We have a very good relationship with Germany. And these days, probably better than we have with our neighbors, the United States.
Yeah, screw it.
With Colonel Klink, I mean Colonel Trump. President Trump. It's probably because you told me you're in Germany that I even thought about Colonel Klink. Because that was a character in a North American propaganda show called Hogan's Heroes. A funny, well, I don't know how funny you could say World War II was, but a comedy about prisoners trying to get out of a camp. But it was meant to be lighthearted comedy. I guess at the time the Americans thought it was funny. And by virtue of Canada basically being American by proxy, because whatever they do, we seem to absorb and watch and listen. Fortunately, we don't believe everything an American believes, but we do see what they see. Let's see, there's the fire hall so far. That's what's left. Hey, that paintbrush roller, what a versatile part that is. That is used so many interesting ways. Okay, I'm really hating that. Oh, put an X to the firehouse. We're halfway there, it's not recoverable. There. Start doing it in bigger pieces. Chances are I will be streaming something. Saturday, I will probably be building something. Because one way or the other, I'm finishing tearing apart Winter Village tonight. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and ideally the Facebook stuff too, and you're not going to miss much. Make sure you turn on your notifications. I'll be streaming more and more, unless the technology or YouTube causes me more grief. But I appreciate you keeping me company while I rip apart my wife's creations. Oh, come on. Come apart, come apart, come apart. There we go. There. The firehouse be dead. And that's it. I think that makes it officially dead. Wow, love these details. I tell you, this is a great looking set. Alright everyone, I think I'm actually going to cut this short. Thanks Mock Bricks for joining me. And I'll probably start up again later tonight and finish this off. And I'm sure this time tomorrow I'll be streaming again something else. Have a good night everyone.